Who wants to do a twin flame check-in? Because those are always fun. Even though I just did a cutting cord ritual. So this first part is going to be divine masculine. Second video is going to be divine feminine. So right now, with Seven of Pentacles, the divine masculine is evaluating in their life. They feel like they're in a waiting game, and they've invested time and energy and emotion, but they're not seeing the harvest yet. And then we've got the Five of Swords here. They've recently had a conflict, whether with you or with others or someone, maybe even within themselves, where their ego may have gotten in the way. Are you surprised? The Devil here. I was going to say jungle. Because it's next to the Justice card. So, the Devil and a Justice. They're wrestling right now with karmic ties. Okay, temptations and unhealthy attachments. So, your hope for them having through some deep spiritual awakening and come out already is very slim. Don't worry, I'm right there with you. This could be an entanglement with another person, addictions, or control dynamics. So the Justice is cutting through the illusions, and they know deep down that they can't escape the truth. The Four of Wands, 1111. So this says that union is still a desire in their heart. So they long for stability and celebration and divine connection, marriage, living happily ever after. But we've got next to that the Seven of Swords and also the High Priestess. There's some secrecy, avoidance, and withholding, and they may not fully be transparent about what they're doing. But Spirit is saying you already sensed the truth with the High Priestess, so they can't hide from your intuition. Trying to balance the karma, they're facing their shadow patterns and deciding what's real versus what's illusion. They want union, but they're not acting with full integrity right now. It's like the mask is still partially on. They're not really wanting to void their ego, not really wanting to face their full shadow self. Are they trying to see somebody else? Four of Swords here shows that they're retreating and resting, reflecting. Not a lot of action here. And then we've got the Fool and the Hermit. Hermit is Virgo energy. It shows them pulling inward, contemplating a new start, but not necessarily rushing into another relationship. Five of Wands suggests that there may be competition and drama that is around them, so there may be suitors or conflict involving another. I didn't hold up the Five of Wands, my bad. Emperor, divine masculine. This shows them trying to keep control over appearances. And with the Sun and the Moon here, that's masculine energy and feminine energy. Things are not as they seem. So there's both clarity, the desire for joy, freedom, and connection, and confusion, fear, illusions, and hidden emotions. So they're not really going into their emotional body. So they can't really live from this joy, freedom, and connection because they're not facing their shadow self. They're not facing their emotions. They're not dealing with them in a healthy way, since we have that Devil card there. But with the Justice there, the universe keeps saying, hey, look at this. The Strength card here with the Eight of Swords. So they feel trapped, but it's a mental prison. They may think they can't move freely, so they restrain themselves. So they may flirt with the idea of others, but the energy here is more of an inner struggle, illusions, and restraint rather than actually pursuing someone else. They could flirt with other people, possibly. Ultimately, they're wrestling with their duality, Sun versus the Moon there. And they're trying to figure out who they really want to be with, or who they really want to be. How do they feel about you? Divine Feminine. Ace of Cups. They do feel love and emotional renewal towards you. You stir something very pure in their heart. Queen of Cups. And then we've got the Queen of Swords. Water and air. So they see you as both nurturing, intuitive, and compassionate, yet also strong, intelligent, and discerning. They know you won't tolerate games. The Death and the World card. They feel that things are transforming between you, moving toward an ending of an old cycle and the possibility of a new beginning. You represent completion and a major civil contract for them. Seven of Wands and the Five of Cups. They feel defensive and regretful. They may resist because they fear losing control, but they are deeply haunted by regret and what if energy, as they should be. Six of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles. So we got some earth energy there. They want to rebuild with you to balance things out and to work as a team. They know that this connection requires equal give and take. Reciprocation. Yeah. And overall, we've got the Hanged Man. New perspectives. So right now, they feel suspended, unable to act directly. They're gaining perspective, new perspective, but it feels like a delay. Join me for part 2 for a Divine Feminine reading. Lots of love and light. Namaste.